You landed a client and during training closed an $8,000 deal. My first sale ever, I only closed for 5K and you closed for 8K. So I need to hear the story. So the purpose of these interviews is obviously one to answer any questions it is that you may have, but also getting your testimonial because it's one thing when someone sees me learning how to close, collecting cash, things like that. But it's another thing whenever they see that there is social proof and they see that there's real life people out there that are taking this information and actually converting it into real cash. So that's why I'm so big on sharing stories and sharing testimonials because your story alone could inspire the next girl and change her life. So during this interview, I just want to again ask you a couple of questions about your true experience with her last call and why you even got into remote high ticket sales. So let's start there. Why were you appealed to remote closing? Like what made you want to even attend the webinar?
Yeah, I think I was tired of my 9 to 5 and I wanted to take control over my life. It's never too late, right? I'm 32, so I know that I wasted all of my 20s in a corporate setting, but I was ready to not waste my 30s anymore. So,
I love that.
yeah,
Okay. So how did you come across her last call?
TikTok.
TikTok. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
how's the webinar? I signed up. You seemed pretty genuine and honest, and I decided to give it a shot. And I never missed a meeting except for like maybe around the holidays. But then when I was traveling, I would watch the recording. So
Wait, I did not know that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
love that because
yeah.
the last meeting that was the first meeting you actually had your camera
Yeah,
on.
that's true. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
I was if you go back, like I'm always in the chat.
Okay, okay, good. No, I mean, clearly it makes sense, right? The people who are more engaged typically see results a lot quicker. Like you landed a client and during training closed an $8,000 deal during
Correct.
training. Did you have any prior remote sales experience before?
Not remote sales, no.
Okay, another question for you. So, how did you land your client? How did you know how to reach out? How did you even know that whole process?
Well, I was always on the Facebook groups that you suggested 24/7. And then all of a sudden, my client posted that he was looking for a closer. And within a minute, I reach out to him with the script that you have given us. And we schedule an interview. And
You got the job.
yeah,
Okay, let's hear the story about this freaking $8,000 piff during training. Because eight, my first sale ever, I only closed for 5K and you closed for 8K. So I need to hear the story.
so I'm working for an AI software company and
Hmm.
I was supposed to shadow calls and my CEO was out and he said, just take over. And it was this old man who was really sweet. And of course, being in the AI space, a lot of people are not going to know how to manage it. So
Right.
I suggested our package that is 4,500 with a monthly fee of 799. And then because we offer a setup fee of 29.99, I was like, hey, we can do it for you and you don't have to do anything. So I kind of upsold him.
Mm-hmm.
So all those two setup fees and two monthly fees, it was like
Yeah.
8,700.
Jeez. And that was the first sales call you ever took?
It was in that first week of training. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was really sweet. Yeah, he was like,
You're so cute for saying that.
yeah, no, he was really sweet. I was like, God bless you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so it was really great. Yeah.
It was an easy conversation, you would say.
Super easy conversation. He was so nice. He was eating yogurt or something. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
he was an old man.
he's an old man. And I was like, that's fine. Like we can have lunch together or something. So I made him comfortable and I closed him.
So I think one of the biggest misconceptions that people have whenever it comes to sales is that you have to be this annoying salesperson and be super grimy. And so that's what draws a lot of people away from remote closing. So
Yeah.
would you say that that's kind of how you felt prior to being a closer as well? Or how do you feel about the approach that we take as remote closers?
Not at all. And that's why I decided to join her last call because I noticed that this is not grimy, this is not pushy. This is just learning how to maneuver your skill set.
That's true. That's
And
true. Yeah.
I like having empathy for people. I have a major in psychology, so I would never be that person. And I don't want to be that person, but I also want to show people that you can still be yourself and friendly and close deals. So
Yeah. And that's like the biggest thing that we really emphasize in HLC is you don't need sales experience to close a freaking deal. The very fact that like we're women and we're empathetic, we're great listeners, we befriend people and they end up sort of giving us a couple $1,000s and taking our advice.
right. And for the most part, I mean, most offers are to help them, right? So
Exactly.
it's like it's a win-win. And I never understood what people used to say about you're gonna make money when you help other people.
But
And
now you understand
now
it.
I get it. I'm like, of course, it makes sense. So it all clicked.
Yeah. One of the sayings that my mentor always says, when you help other people get what they want, you will in turn get what you want as well.
Yeah. And again, we're trained with the corporate brain 9 to 5, and it's so hard to break out of that. So I don't blame people for not jumping into these type of opportunities, but I wish more people would.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's kind of like the hardest paradigm to shift. And it's because growing up, we were always told, go to college, get a job, work a 9 to 5 till you die. And so every time we come across opportunities that kind of like sound too good to be true, it scares us and it keeps us from pursuing an opportunity that could change our life. So how did you overcome that? Because you said, you worked in the corporate world for like what, a decade? How did you like overcome that mindset change?
I guess there's two things, just being extremely fed up with corporate. That
You were over it. She was over it.
that will push you to do yoga and like go to Bali and like be a complete different. It's why I like HLC, because it gives you those like Monday motivation and like mindset. And we talked about God at times, so it's a great to have that kind of community. um
Mhm.
because sometimes I, even when I haven't participated, just hearing that other people are going through the same thing, it makes me feel like, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yes.
So that having that community really helps.
Mhm.
And even though,
What
again, I'm
was,
not like a super active member and whatnot, and I'm always there, but just knowing that I'm part of this, it makes me feel confident.
mhm. Yeah, it gives you like that sense of the sense of community, sense of peace, like
Yeah,
a sense of safety.
exactly. And because none of
Yeah.
my members are entrepreneurs, none of my friends are entrepreneurs. So no one, I have literally no one in my corner other than Alexis May, and that's it. And Danny, and that's
Yeah. And the
and
her last call families.
yeah, and that's it. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, other than that, I don't have anyone that I can go bounce ideas of like I don't have that. So
Yeah.
this community,
And that's huge.
yeah.
Because for you to be able to grow, you have to be exposed to different things. For you to become the person you want to become, you have to start hanging out with people that align with that same vision that you have for yourself. So I love the fact that HLC is able to be the home for so many girls across the entire world and let you guys like come together, network, partner with each other, and yeah, find your home online.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And I'm doing this right now. I'm from El Salvador, so I moved to the
Uh-huh.
US when I was 18, and now I'm back at my parents' house because I wanted to like, visit them and whatnot. So again,
Mhm.
I'm doing it from another part of the world.
Yeah, I mean, we have girls that live in the UK, girls that live in like Australia, everywhere. One of our other students, Ravina, she told me, she was like, girl, I met a girl from Portugal and we're gonna meet up with each other this year, like all in the HLC family. And I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
Like being able to create this web of beautifully talented women is so freaking fulfilling. And it's like so fun too.
And I lived in Austin for 3 years because I just moved back home.
Okay.
But I connected with, I think I tagged you in a post, and I connected with two girls from HLC, and we got together, and the three of us. Yeah,
I love
yeah, yeah. Because yeah, she was in Austin, and she reached out to us, and then yeah, we all three connect.
that.
I
That
tagged.
is so fun.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think you probably was it on Instagram?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was
Okay.
in December.
like you're not gonna go and hang out with like a random that you met on the internet, but it's like if it's an HLC sister, like
Right.
okay, that's my
And
sister.
they were both like 24 or 23. I'm like, I'm not gonna hang out with a 24 year, I'm 32. I love you guys, but like know that I'm boring, right? But like we all had a great time. So
That's good. That's
yeah, yeah.
good. Were you okay? Question, because
Mhm.
I like hearing this now that like you have been a her last call sister for a while.
Right.
Were you skeptical at first whenever you were presented like the opportunity to work with me?
No, I wasn't.
No,
No.
no.
Mm-mm.
Okay, period. We love
Um,
that.
I think I have, and this is me and Danny spoke about this because I had a meeting with her as well about me having a gift of discernment. And I actually never believed that. And after she told me, I was like, maybe I do. And I've been trying to like tap into that. So I think with you, I've been burned so many times in the past that I know exactly what to look for in terms of like red
Mm,
flags. And you never like gave me that. So I was like, of course, if anything happens, I'll just do the monthly payments and that's it. And then,
right,
but I never.
right.
No,
Oh,
nothing.
well, good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
What would you say is like your favorite part about her last call?
Honestly, I think that you guys keep us accountable with those meetings every week. I'm a visual learner. I need to see it. I need to be engaged in it. I need mental stimulation. So as long as I'm learning, I love that. That's why I turned my camera yesterday because I was like, oh, this pertains to me. This is B2B. This is actually my time, right? So
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. Yeah.
Good, good. Well, I'm glad. I don't have any questions for you. I'm extremely proud of you. I'm excited for you. The fact that, yeah, you landed a client, picked your first week training. I have no doubt in my mind that this is the industry for you. So congratulations again on your success. Thank you for trusting me to lead you. Thank you for trusting me to teach you. But yeah, that wraps up our interview. Thank you so much, Karen.
Of course. No, my pleasure. Thank you for everything that you do for us.